Beautiful souls, where are you on your spiritual journey? Have you ever stopped and wondered, where am I? Which stage? Which level? Well, in today's transmission, Maitreya is going to go through the layers from the ground up and working our way through right to the top of the pyramid so we can get a better understanding of where we are, what we can do, what practices to start cultivating, and what actions to take. Enjoy today's transmission, beautiful souls, and I'll see you over there. We're going to move through the body in its layers. You can have a connection, a distinct connection with where you are, at which stage of your journey in your connection to a specific layer. Now, from the ground up, moving from the base of your body, which is everything that you have collected from infantry, when you were a child, from the ground up, building your roots and collecting your experiences, your data, analyzing, becoming familiar with your sense perceptions, a new world, this part of you understanding as an adult, wherever you are on your timeline, how that connection feels. Is there anything missing? Is there anything unresolved? This level that is connected to the lower parts of the body is important to understand because it's directly connected to survival. And if you are unstable here, it means the emotional body is more than likely to also translate into a message of lower frequencies. And the emotional body, as that message is translated to you, it means your daily life will be under a lot of stress, a lot of tension. Relationships are very hit and miss. Many disruptions and disturbances general in daily life. The inability to manage and look after oneself. Very first layer of the body. And as you move up the charts, you will then move up further along the physical body, the physical apparatus, again in line with the emotional scale, and is always in line with the mental body, with where you are. So as you move up to the next layer of the body, you can come into the legs, a bit more physical as you move a bit more. And you get to understand how things are working. There is often a playfulness in this place, a source of creativity. There's a bond with others as you form relationships. It can be very hearty, it's nice, it's a good place to be. It's often very joyful. But as you come into adulthood, you can see where you are. Is this place clear within you? Do you still feel creative? Do you feel joy? Are your relationships pleasant? Are you doing the very thing that you desire within your heart to do? Are you healthy? Are the seeds that you have planted, have they come to fruition? Do you see in your outer world what you desire to see, what you want to see? Or do the things in your outside world bring you dismay? Do they cause despair? Where are you? Check this second layer, third layer, the identification with self. Where are you here in this layer? Where are you in this layer? Are you very attached to self? Are you very conscious of the identification that you hold with self? Or have you managed to take that bird's eye view out and see yourself as just an instrument in this world and the energy that flows through you? Or are you holding on This third layer is connected to your timelines. If unresolved, there is work to do. If unresolved, there is cleaning to do, a cleansing process. And in order to move through this layer and finding freedom in this place, you must have access to the purification process, which means shedding of things that doesn't serve you, but that which you hold a tight grip over. Identification is everything to you. It's what you see yourself as. But as you come and become more and more familiar with this place within you, and if you are able to renounce this part of you, this is the ultimate freedom in the third layer as you move up the scale. Strength, courage, determination, and the fire within you is in this third layer. And as you move up into the body and as you access the place of breath and the rib cage, place of heart, security, vitality, love, connection to all, and this place in your heart that dwells, the dwelling of your spirit, the expression that you are. It's often suppressed in the fourth layer. It's connected to a lack of life in most beings, unable to breathe, forgetting to breathe, shallow in the breath, unable to connect this place to the stomach area, to the navel. And as you enter this fourth layer, purity, and if you have yet shed the very things that cause the overbearing weight of one's heavier emotions, then the purifying process is unable to activate in your system, which means that you are left with a heavy heart. The fourth layer, where are you? Where are you? So you can ask yourself, which stages are you at? How free are you? How cleansed are you? In the physical, emotional, and mental, are you holding grudges of the past? Do you dwell and bring the past into your present? Or are you longing in the future of something that you are awaiting that has yet happened? The longing drives an anxiety into the heart. See where you are, dear ones. And as you continue your way up through to the higher planes of existence, higher parts of your body. But remember, moving up to the higher planes of existence means higher vibrations. You must shed and renounce the things that you once were, which were the lower areas, the lower layers that we have just spoken of. Now, once you get to the higher parts of your body, we're moving up the spine now, the backbone. But you can sit upright. It feels good to stand tall. You can express yourself freely. The power of communication clearly. From the throat upwards as you move to the base of the head, top of the spine, and surrounding the neck area, the throat, expressing spirit from heart to throat, and breathing deep within the belly, and creating that pathway from stomach, and securing the strength and courage, fearlessness, because you have renounced identification with who you thought you were, and all the masks that you have played, all the characters, and finding a strength to just allow the energy to move through you, the access of your spirit, the divinity in you, and that voice as it gets to play its melodies and freely speak without fear. The birthright of who you are, that is the access of the higher planes. Everything around you shifts quite dramatically but slowly if you do it with care and attention. The power of your presence as you move up the layers. Where are you? Have you accessed this place before? Well, this is how you do it, gently. You can do it slowly. Sometimes people need a bit of shock if that is the course of the path that they're on. And if that is what their guides are assisting them on, some people go through shock processes. And the shock can allow them to jump from one layer to the next. It can be handy, though quite painful. So, different ways to get to the destination. That's where we are. Everyone can get to the same place, but the course looks very different. But just to know that you are moving and that you are on your way. It's how you check in on yourself. Are you acting or are you stagnant? Is the energy moving through you? Or are you dwelling? Does it feel good? Are you feeling good within yourself? Does the energy move fluidly, or are you holding tightly, gripping onto everything and controlling everyone and everything in sight to your thoughts, to your program, and to your rigid structures? Or are you allowing the energy to move freely? Now, as we access the very higher planes, moving into the higher fields, and we go into the face, and this is where you show reality in the mirror, and what that reflects back at you in the world, and where you are, the people that you interact with, everything that you're interacting with, even nature, the animal spirits, the elements, the face, who you are. That's where you eventually arrive, from the ground up. You move through the first layer, right up, and you come to what you show the world, because you can't hide it under clothes. You can't hide your stomach. You can't hide the things that you judge and you dislike. The face is on show all the time, and you see it even when you wash your face and you brush your teeth. You see it in reflections. It's difficult to hide. And that's why when one arrives at the very top of the pyramid, and that they have surrendered all the layers before them, you reach what we call security. It is the fullest expression of your divine spirit, who has made its way out of the grips and the shackles of imprisonment, of a system, of a program that you had held for so long. Once you come out, it shows on your face, unable to hide. Some people can still find ways to hide, but the energy isn't pure in the face or in the eyes. And you can tell if you can hold your presence in their presence in stillness. Energy doesn't lie. Truth is in the eyes. Once you reach the top of the pyramid, and you can hold your head high in the essence of who you are, unafraid, living by and on your own terms, in line with your knowing, being, doing. It's one of the final stages of the layers that you work through on your spiritual journey. And this final access point into the physical, the human body, is one that grants great permission to the other worlds. And that will be one for another transmission. But see where you are from the ground up. We start at the very base of your feet. And every layer as you move up, you purify and cleanse with honesty, with where you are and what you're doing, your actions, your communications. And as you reach the top of the pyramid, with great joy, you will find everything that you came here to be, to do. And why is that? Because when you reach the top of the pyramid, the veil lifts and you finally see beyond structures, programs, illusions, imagination. You see from the eyes of your spirit. And we thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.